got a call, I don't know, 3 or 4 in the morning from the police calling Dale, wanting him to come down to the store. There was a slight problem, or a little problem, whatever. So he gets up and goes down, which, you know, is no big deal because we've been robbed before, we've been broken into and everything. So anyhow, we got up Sunday morning, he still wasn't home. This was about 8 o'clock, and so I was getting up and I was getting you kids ready for Sunday school. And I forget which one. I think it was Jackie come running and said, "Mama," she said, "somebody's dead at our store." And oh my God, you know, I said, "You know what?" She had the radio on. And we couldn't make heads nor tails to it. I mean, we really couldn't. I was just shaking. So I called the store, nobody answered. Didn't know what was going on, so needless to say, we didn't go to church.
Yeah.
And we listened to what we could, and then, of course, Dale came. I don't know what time he got home.
I don't remember
either. It must have been noon. And he was just absolutely devastated.
So you didn't know until he got home?
Well, I knew there had been a murder, yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who or any of the particular, and he couldn't even talk about it. Well, anyhow, as it all unfolded, John and Sue, we took turns closing the store at night. Dale and I went on a Friday night. John and Sue went on a Saturday night. Katie and Eddie went on Sunday night. There's always 2 of us to close.
Yeah.
You know, and usually there's other people there and we leave it together. It just so happens it was John and Sue's turn, and Sue had to go up there that night to get John. He lost his license because he'd been speeding again or something, and he lost his license. And she left the babies with her sister, fortunately. We don't know what happened, other than they think he was waiting in the store. There was 2 people, another guy was there with John when they were closing. He left just shortly before John and Sue did. He went on to the bank or something. And don't know what happened. Of course, it was a holdup. He wanted the money, which I know John gave him. I know John gave him the money. I mean, that's no question of that.
The store had been robbed a lot of times before that happened.
Yeah, it
So
was,
it's,
you know, a routine thing.
Yeah. It wasn't like a once in a surprise
No.
thing. It happened.
How many
No.
times?
At that particular store, a robbery, I can't tell you. I don't think ever a robbery, but burglary, yes. We were robbed at 21st in Arkansas. We were robbed out on 37th Street. I can't tell you. But anyhow, whatever happened that night, evidently, the police think that this guy made an advance to Sue. She was awfully cute. She was a cute little girl, and made John mad because there was evidence of a struggle. And he was shot in the meat department, and Sue was in a walk-in cooler. She was in a fetal position on the floor, her hands over her head, and she was shot in the back of the head. And of course they got him almost immediately. They knew who it was. Oh, and another thing, that he got almost $4,000, but there was, I think, $3,000 or $4,000 left right on top of the safe.